Okay, lesson 13 is simple interest. To find simple interest, we're going to use the following formula. Um, Interest equals principal times rate times time, and the initials, I equals P times R times T. Rate is your percent as a decimal. Time is by year. Okay? All right, so let's get right into the examples, ladies and gentlemen. All right, okay, we have Larry invests $100 in a savings plan. The plan pays 4.5% interest each year on his $100 account. How much will Larry earn in interest after 3 years and after 5 years? Okay, here's what we do. We have I, P, R, and T. Our principal is $100. Our rate is 4.5%. So to change that to a decimal is 0.045. Our time is 3 years. Okay. And then again, it's a formula. I equals P R T. Letters next to one another mean to multiply. So I equals 100 times rate, 0.045, times time, which is 3. You can multiply all these at once because it's multiplication. So we have 13.50, which is the interest. Okay. After 5 years, okay, the only thing changing is the time here. So we have I equals P, R, and T. So we have 100 times 0.045 times 5. So our interest then would be $22.50 interest. Okay. B says, how can you find the balance of Larry's account at the end of the 5 years? To find his balance, you add his $100 that's in his savings account and add the interest that Larry got for the 5 years, and that is his balance. So you add those two together, and that is his balance at the end of 5 years. Okay? Next. All right, we have, excuse me, exercise 1. It says, find the balance of the savings account. So we are finding the balance, not just the interest. At the end of 10 years, if the interest earned each year is 7.5% and the principal is 500. So we have the interest, principal, rate, and time. We need to find the interest first on the principal of $500. The rate is 0.075 and after 10 years. So we have interest equals P, R, and T. So that equals 500 times 0.075 times 10, which equals $375 interest. So adding those two together, so 500 plus $375. So his balance is $875. Our next question. A $1,000 savings bond earns simple interest at a rate of 3% each year. The interest paid is at the end of every month. How much interest will the bond earn after 3 months? Well, here we have our simple interest if I equals P and R and T. But here we have 3 months, which makes a difference. So we are looking for interest. Our principal is 1,000. Our rate is 0.03. But our time has to be as a fraction of a year. So that would have to be 3/12 because there are 12 months in a year. But again, we can use our calculators, so it doesn't matter that we've got a fraction. So we have P, R, and T. So we have I equals 1,000 multiplied by 0.03 multiplied by 3/12. Never simplify this, ladies and gentlemen, and always use that fraction because it will help when you are trying to work with dollars and cents. And our simple interest is $7.50. Since I spelled interest right. Oh my God. Oh, guys. There we go. Okay. All right. So next, we have 2 more examples, and then we will be done. So our next example is Mrs. William wants to know how long it would take an investment of $450 to earn $200 in interest if the yearly rate is 6.5% paid at the end of each year. Well, here it's a little bit different because what it's doing is it's giving us that interest. So that interest is $200. Our principal is $450. And we have a rate of 6.5%. Remember, when we move that decimal over 2, we get 0.065. And we need to find T. So here's what we can do. Always remember our formula. I equals PRT. Replace all the letters with the numbers that they represent. So we have 200 equals 450 multiplied by 0.065 times X. Well, we can multiply these 2 numbers together, ladies and gentlemen, and we get 29.25 X. Well, this is a one-step equation, so we can answer this question by dividing both sides by 29.25. So X actually is 6.837606,838. And to round this, we can round it to 6.8 years. Okay. Our last example, ladies and gentlemen, is this one. And it says a $1,500 loan has an annual interest rate of 4.25% on the amount borrowed. How much time, so again, we are looking for time, has elapsed if the interest is now $127.50. So we have I, P, R, and T. So our interest is 127.50. Our principal is 1,500. And our decimal, turning that into 0.25. So we have 4.25%. Changing that into a decimal is 0.0425, and we are looking for time. So I equals P, R, and T. So we have $127.50 equals 1,500 times 0.0425 times X. Again, multiplying these two together first, we get $63.75, well, 63.75, and 127.50 here, times X. Divide both sides by 63.75. And we get 2 years. This, ladies and gentlemen, ends our lesson for today.